We mentioned it is a busy Monday. Students in more than a dozen Valley districts head back to the classroom today. And many of these districts we know are starting at a deficit of teachers. Districts across our state and across the country are in desperate need for teachers and support staff right now. So this morning, I'm getting a better idea of what's going on from a former Arizona teacher and finding out what our state can do to attract and keep more top-tier talent in the classroom. Pristine blue water. Snow-capped mountains, glaciers and ice as far as the eye can see. Sure sounds nice right about now as the valley sizzles in the summer sun. But it wasn't the heat that forced special education teacher Mary Lilly to ditch Arizona and move to Alaska more than a decade ago.
It's already a hard job. It's already difficult.
And Mary tells me what made it even more difficult was teaching in Arizona schools. What were some of the challenges of teaching here in Arizona?
Well, it's a difficult job just to begin with. So when you add the low pay, which all teachers complain about pay, and I'm sure people get tired of it, but it is a low paying job. You always have to have a second job. But on top of that, we're not treated as well as other professions. And it just keeps piling on and piling on and piling on. Just the stress of it.
Coming to Arizona and entering this profession, you don't feel welcomed, you don't feel respected, you don't feel like the trusted professional that we had in the past.
Marisol Garcia is a mom, former educator, and current president of the Arizona Education Association. When you hear about teachers leaving our state, how does that make you feel?
It makes me incredibly frustrated. I, over the 15 years, lost about 10 to 15 of my colleagues to other states and other professions. And it's a huge hit to those students who need that consistency. According
to the Arizona Association of School Personnel Administrators, which puts out a survey twice a year on teacher shortages, Arizona currently needs to fill roughly 2,900 teaching positions. To put that into context, the group says about 1 in every 4 teacher openings remain unfilled, with just under half of the openings, 44%, getting filled with teachers who don't meet the state's standard certification requirements.
That should be a point of embarrassment to some extent, that we're losing some of our great teachers who live in our communities to another state so that they can get paid better and have better benefits.
Mary tells me Alaska offers all of that, especially when it comes to her salary.
It's more than doubled Arizona.
But that's not the only benefit Mary says she gets. She tells me she has more planning time, less students in each classroom, and even has access to low-cost housing. So for now, she'll enjoy her visits to State 48, but has no plans to move back. What would it take for you as a teacher to come back to Arizona and work at a school here?
You know, I would love it if I could just have the guarantee that I have a little bit more money so that I don't have to work a second job and that I have time in the day to teach what I know as a professional, to do what I need to do as a teacher. There's just not enough time. So to me, it was very frustrating because I love it. And the teachers that I've seen in 22 years love it. But it's just really personally difficult.
And it was so eye-opening to have that conversation with Mary. Although the exact number of teachers leaving Arizona is not known, what we do know is that it's certainly not helping our state shortage to have teachers go to other states, right? So let's take a deeper dive at what's been done in the past few years to try to keep the teachers that we do have. Who remembers that statewide teacher walkout in 2018? I was there at the state capitol for that historic 6-day walkout. Part of then Governor Doug Ducey's deal to end the teacher strike was the promise of a 20% pay raise by the year 2020. So according to an Auditor General report that came out in 2022, less than half of districts were able to do that. Now, salaries did go up, though, by about 16.5% on average since 2017. So there still has been some progress made. Looking at the current administration, Governor Katie Hobbs created the Education Retention Task Force by executive order that happened back in February. Part of that deal is there's a survey that's out currently to try to get to the bottom of why teachers are leaving our state. That survey is available through August 31st, with the final report expected in December. We will put a link to that survey on abc15.com. But again, Kaylee, that conversation with Mary, so eye-opening because it's not just the salary, it's a big component, right? but there's so many more layers to this.
Yes, absolutely. We talk about the importance of gratitude. We need to remind our kids that we need our teachers to be kind in the classroom, to say thank you. It's just all so important. A little goes a long way.
Absolutely.
To that. Excellent information.